Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Jennifer Scrapping Cane, here to share a double page layout with you. This is 8.5 by 11. The mat that I'm working on is a double 8.5 by 11 size mat, so the grid on it works perfectly for a double page layout. What I'm showing you here is the products that I plan to use in the photos. The products come from the design team that I am a part of, Not Just for Boys. You can find the link in my description and go to their website. Be sure to sign up. They sell out fast. And let's see, the wood grain will be my main background page. And then the pieces of paper that I have there that are torn in half. It was actually 2 sheets and I didn't realize that I still had the other half. But that's a good thing. I already cut some of the strips. I'm going to plan to use those strips as photo mats and as the triangle shapes going down, or chevrons. I'm not sure what you call those. But anyways, that's the design I came up with. That's the frame. I just used the strips and made the mat around the photos. I also added in some thickers from the new Maggie Holmes Marigold collection that are flowers that match the papers. I'm going to try to put these triangle shapes down. I should have started at the bottom and worked my way up. Instead, I started at the top and worked my way down. In the end, it turns out, but there was a lot of fiddling around. I cut a lot of it out. Should have cut more because I'm still not done. But as you can see, I'm trying to line it up with the ruler. And so I'm going to place them down, and all I did was use my ATG, and I'm not pushing them down right away. I'm just going to slide them underneath the ruler and then kind of get them where I want them. And then I'll go back and fix them and then attach them. So I do a lot of playing around with them. Should have cut more of this out because there's not really much to tell you except for it's kind of a pain. But the end design is really cool. And there you go. You can see that I'm attaching them. I'll have to pull up the yellow there and put it back down and get it in place. And then what I do is I'll cut off all the little edges that are hanging over the paper. This paper has been trimmed down to 11 by 12. And then what I'm going to do now is add the 2 sides. And they are not perfectly even. The left side is slightly bigger than the right side. Nobody would notice that except for me. And I will go ahead and attach the right side first. This is usually what I do when I'm creating a double page layout. I like it to look like it's 1 page versus 2. And I do use double ring albums. So there's always a split in the middle, but that doesn't bother me because it always looks like it belongs together. So I will attach the left side here now that I split it in half. So see, I have 2 separate pages, put them back together, and I'll bring in my photos. And what I'm doing here is I'm going to ink the little tiny title pieces that I made, and I used the stamps that came with the kit for that. And a couple of different ones that just say different little sayings on them, like be yourself, be unique. Sorry, don't remember exactly what they say, and they're way too small to see right now. But you can see them in the close-up shots. They're just at the bottom of the photo mats and part of the cluster that I make. And let's see, what am I doing? Oh, I decided to add white splatters on the wood grain and just all around the layout, really. Some of the splatters are larger, some are smaller. It was just a variety. But the white splatters on the wood grain just give it a little pop that it needs. So I go ahead and do that. I let it dry, and then I'm going to bring in my photo mats and attach this main one because it's not attached. I have a little piece of mesh that I found in my scrap stash. You used to be able to buy this on a roll. I'm not sure if you can anymore. I'm sure you probably can at the hobby store. It's actually part of like the planning department where you put florals together. They use that mesh netting. And then I'll add some play foam to the back of this photo and attach it down on the paper. And then I have my title already started on it, which is My Boy. And that's the gold little flowers from the Marigold collection that I added in that did not come in the kit. But they match the flowers on that Amy Tan paper that's on the right and left sides. And what I did is I backed it with the little piece of paper, and the leaves are actually backed with vellum. So I treated it kind of like a cut file, but it's actually just a sticker. So I'll go ahead and attach that down with liquid glue. And then here I'm adding in a button, and I already stitched through the holes on the button. So I just put a little string through it and tied it. I don't like my buttons naked on the page, so I usually put something through those. And usually I have photos that cross my double page layouts. On this one, I let the chevrons cross, but I did not cross the photos across the pages, so I won't be slicing any of the photos on this layout. I'm going to go ahead and attach that photo on the right first. That one goes on the bottom. The other two are on play foam, so that one needs to go down first. And then I'll start with the one at the bottom and start attaching the little stamp label and the flower. And then you can see the play foam there. I like to cut my play foam in strips. I find that it doesn't kind of warp itself in the middle if you do that. But each their own. Choose how you want to do it. And I don't really care that it's not acid free. I haven't had any issues with play foam. So I'll go ahead and attach the flower, and I'm using tiny little glue dots to attach the button. And I will add the, oh, kind of jumped there, I guess. I'm at the top photo now, and at first I was going to put the button on the photo. I decided to go ahead and put it on the background instead, and that's because in the end I'll end up extending a little bit of the cluster outwards, and I add his age up there in that right hand corner. And then I'm adding some of the little half pearls that come in the kit, and I had two different colors. The yellow, blue, and lighter blue were from a different kit, and then these ones were from this kit. And all the links will be down below if you want to see close-ups. Hold on until the end.